What is going on to you, Libras? So, all right. So you Libras have the Moon, Page of Pentacles, and you Libras also have the Ace of Pentacles. So within these three cards, a lot of foundation, a lot of making sure that, a lot of steady and steadfast things and ideas, right? So, you know, again, staying out of the way. The moon is a representation of a lot of different things. You Libras choosing to stay out of the way, not seeking the attention from others so much, right? It's more so where you Libras are doing your own thing. And so because of it, a lot of you very much so are okay with like staying out of the way, right? You're not trying to, throw a parade, you know what I mean, every time you accomplish something. And the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, you Libras know what's important. And that's why you don't have to announce it every time you Libras get a chance and you actually accomplish something. You don't have to announce it, right? Unless you're in an industry that you should announce it. You know what I mean? Like wrestling, Rhea Ripley is a Libra, so in that kind of setting, you should actually announce it. But the Ace of Pentacles really just speaks to how you Libras, you know already that you Libras are valuable. So there's a sense of, you don't have, like I said, you don't have to showboat it. You've been knowing this for the longest time, that you had value. That you've been telling other people that you have value. But, the way that some people interact with you is very obtuse. It's abnormal. A lot of people are using the word obtuse now, miraculously. Nobody was using, but whatever. So, yes, very odd, very weird, very odd, very, because you were telling them that you had value all along. They didn't want to listen to you, right? Or they felt like you had to prove their value to them. And then the thing is that the Ace of Wands and the Temperance is about now you don't prove your value to anybody except yourself, and that, the only two people that you have to prove your value to is yourself and the person that you're getting into a relationship with, as far as the significant other. You don't have to prove your value to your parents. You don't have to prove your value to, or your guardians. You don't have to prove your value to, your friends like that, right? Or people who've known you since you were young, okay? Because they shouldn't want anything from you. They shouldn't want anything from you because you're young. You're so young, in fact. So, a child doesn't have to provide for a parent. It's the parent or the guardian providing for the child. That's what it is. So the situation with this is the Ace of Wands and the Temperance, again, moving forward, being content with doing things by yourself or doing things in a group. And I've talked about this plenty of times, that air signs battle and struggle with that duality. One of the dualities is group versus individual, right? Group versus individual, individual versus group. And you Libras are no different in that sense. Gemini struggle with it, Aquarius struggles with it, you as Libras struggle with it. A lot of the air signs battle and go through the same concepts. So that's why it is that sometimes you'll hear me talk about other air signs in a Libra video, because sometimes you Libras will be like, you don't have to say it, but like, I know why I do it. You know, sometimes you Libras will probably think to yourselves, why is he mentioning Libra? Excuse me, why is he mentioning Gemini and Aquarius? Well, now you know why. Because a lot of you go through the same concepts. And see, the thing is that the Strength card and the Two of Wands, right? You know, now you Libras, you're waiting to see. You Libras aren't interested in just anybody, right? You Libras are interested in people whom you can at least get along with, because I'm seeing there's a sense of like, there's a sense of like, you know, you Libras, you can be okay with having romantic fun. Not really. Stay if look, if you want my suggestion, stay away from the random romantic fun, if you ask me, because a lot of you Libras, and a lot of y'all will disagree, but a lot of you Libras aren't really built for it. A lot of you Libras aren't built for it. And the reason why I'm saying that is because it's the truth, right? Because I've never seen a Libra be successful with coming in and having romantic fun and then dipping right afterwards, right? In that kind of order, where it's like, you know, y'all not really doing, like, y'all not really dating. You Libras would do better if you are actually getting to know this person and you are dating them. Trust me, because what's happening here is you Libras are going to get romantically involved. I've never seen, and I know plenty of Libras, and I've never seen it. I've seen it, but I've never seen it successfully happen ever in my life. And I know plenty of Libras, and I can name names. So, because it doesn't work out well for you. The zodiac signs that can like hit it and quit it, or stuff like this, the most are the mutable signs. Whether you're talking about a Pisces, Sagittarius, Gemini, or Virgo, they're the ones that could do it the best. Now, I'm not saying that they like it, but they're the ones that can essentially do it the best. And why that's so important in the first place is because, as I said before, you Libras got to know what you're going after, because the Strength card and the Two of Wands represents the type of relationship that you will look for, which is you maintaining strength, yes, but for what? If you Libras are maintaining strength, right, or being patient and tolerant for people who are like this, where it's just romantic fun and stuff like this, you can do that if that's what you want. But I don't suggest you doing that for a long time. Because it's going to get you on your nerves. You're not going to like the fact that this person is really not tapped in or tied all the way in with you. And so what's going to happen is this person is going to start to, like, you know, want to try to like get over on you, because they're going to ask for things. And you Libras are going to get real upset, because you Libras are going to be like, okay, well, who are they to be asking anything of you? Because the two of you are not really locked in like that anyway, right? And so you want someone that's basically isn't going to get you on your nerves, right? Well, the best way for a person to not get you on your nerves is for you to actually go out with them. Because when you're dating them, you're actually getting to know them at that point. You're actually getting to know who they are at that point. And that's the best way to decipher if a person is good for you. Because if the person turns out to be annoying and caught up in some nonsense where all they want to do is use you, come around every time they beg for something, getting to know them romantically will actually get you to where you know them. And so if they're playing a game with you, getting to know them romantically will give you that answer. And see, the Four of Pentacles, right? The Four of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and then the Chariot right here, right? And look out for yourself as well. Make sure that, you're not the only ones just, giving and giving and giving and then not getting anything back in return. I know people, because the Queen of Swords, it'll make you resentful. It'll make you really upset at the other person. When, yes, the other person does have to share blame, but the other person that has to share blame is you as well. The 50% of the blame for you not actually getting fed up enough to having enough integrity to excommunicate them sooner and letting it carry on for so long. And then the thing about it is that the Chariot now, and then the Chariot will have you very upset because the Chariot is like challenging the other person. So like the Four of Pentacles will be looking out for yourselves, but the Queen of Swords, right, and the Chariot will have you go too far, meaning that you're not willing to do anything if you're not paying attention for somebody. And in order for you to build a relationship, it is about doing something for somebody else. But you're making sure that you're not getting played, and there's ways for you to do it. It's from you, and I've talked about this before. It's not like I'm hiding this. It's about you understanding what you're willing to do versus what you're not willing to do, and understanding what is too far and what is okay, right? A person shouldn't be asking you for a whole 5-course meal. That's way too far. A person shouldn't be asking you for anything that is too serious, especially in the first couple of times that y'all are hanging out. And if the person wants to do all of that, and this is why I talk about the whole 50-50 thing, nobody should be asking you for something that they themselves are not willing to pay for themselves. Because I find that when it comes to these types of, United States-based relationships, a lot of these relationships is one person does the vast majority of the work, while the other person, grown adult, mind you, a grown, hard-back adult is talking about what somebody else got to do for them, while at the same time, they're willing to give less, while the other person is doing the majority of the work. And the majority means everything over 50%. So 51% and beyond. While the other person who is getting these demands is stupid enough to actually go along with it. Oh, okay, I'll do it. And they don't challenge it. They don't ever ask, why I got to do all that? Like, yeah, I'm pulling my weight, but why are you asking of me to pull more than my own fair share? What's up with that? So, I'm glad at the fact that you Libras are asking questions, and you Libras are dating the correct way. See, a lot of you Libras, the problem that a lot of you Libras will have is that you Libras will date and it will be somewhat successful. The problem that you Libras have or were having is the fact that a lot of you Libras, you didn't date to be in a relationship. You date, and this is why it is that your love life sucked at one point, because you didn't date to be in a relationship. It's not healthy for you Libras to be in a friends with benefits situation or another AKA romantic fun type of relationship. It's not healthy for y'all to do that, because this is when the drama and the nonsense come into play. That's the elephant in the room. A lot of you Libras would like more, but you just need to be honest about what it is that you want. The truth is, some people are too stupid to be in relationships with, but then you like their body. My suggestion to you Libras is to not even sample their body and what they got going on, even if they're willing, of course. But I mean, like, don't even look at them. Don't even look their way like that, because it just convolutes things. It just makes things even more tangled up for you. You should be thinking about relationships, is the point that I'm trying to make here. right? Keeps things a lot more simple. So let's clarify the strength. And I'm telling you from personal experience, like, no relationship that I've ever seen that wasn't 50-50 is lasting. Like, I know somebody right now, long story short, I'm not going to say any names, but I know somebody right now who's going through a rough patch in a marriage. And I've known many people from doing this YouTube stuff, going through a rough patch, a real rough patch with their marriage, because they've been married to a person for some odd years, or a certain amount of years, and this person doesn't do nearly as much as they do. And this person is kicking their feet up, doing less, happy with doing less. And now this person feels betrayed. This person feels being taken advantage of. And they're right, because they have been. So now I'm in a position where I'm telling this person, the best thing for you to do is for you to basically, because you married to this person, is to put your foot down or to get a divorce. Because, you know what I mean? Because you locked in with this person. You locked in with this person. So you are upset at the fact that you let it go on so long, and you're not gonna take this trash anymore. And I get it, and I had to tell them that the other day. But just because you're not gonna take this trash anymore, and you shouldn't take it, mind you, it doesn't necessarily mean that you should wild out and start taking it out on other people, right? Or start flipping out, is the point that I'm trying to make here, right? Start saying things, whatever. You should basically understand what the game is, and understand how to not get the game played on you, type stuff. So the person was like, right, 100%. And I was like, you see what I'm saying? So let's clarify the strength card. You have the Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, High Priestess, and then you Libras have. Hold on a second. What up? Anyway, so for you, this is a situation for you where you Libras, these cards right here to clarify the strength card, right? The strength card is about you knowing what you want and being focused because you know what you want, and not paying attention. What's up? And not paying attention to the other things that are available to you, because you know it's not going to really do you any good in the long run. And so the thing is that the Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles speaks to, so you Libras need to get stronger, you know, because when you're out here and you're getting to know other people, people will try to tempt you into, you know, accepting romantic relationships, romantically fun relationships, if you know what I mean, only. And it'll be up to you Libras to decide yes or no, you know, because you have to know what you're with, what you're built for, okay, and what's good for you in the long run. So the High Priestess and the Page of Wands now, okay, is about how things will start off really good at first, but if you Libras don't know what's best for you in the long run, it'll end up feeling just as bad as it did before those other times, because you Libras will know that you're not built for, just benefriends, right? Friends with benefits, benefriends. So that's pretty much it for now. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Peace.